I gave that company 6 years of my life. 6 years of staying late, skipping holidays, fixing everyone else's mistakes. And in the end, my boss fired me to hire his useless nephew. But what he didn't know was that the system he fired me from was the same system that would destroy him. My name is Ethan Cole. I was the lead data analyst for a mid-sized tech firm called Graylink Systems. We weren't Google, but we were solid. Government contracts, defense software, steady growth. My boss, Richard Hale, was the kind of man who smiled with his teeth, but never with his eyes. He liked control, power, and he liked reminding everyone that we were replaceable. Except I wasn't. At least I thought I wasn't. When Richard's nephew, Dylan, showed up for an internship, I already saw trouble. He came in with slick hair, expensive shoes, and zero skills. But he was family, and in Richard's world, that meant untouchable. At first, I tried to teach him, but he spent more time flirting with interns than learning the software. Then one day, he accidentally deleted a client's project folder worth over $500,000 in code. Richard blamed me. He said I failed to supervise. 2 weeks later, I was fired. No severance, no recommendation, just a short email that said, "We've decided to move in a different direction. Best of luck." 6 years of loyalty gone in one click. For the first week, I didn't leave my apartment. Then I started digging. Old emails, logs, access codes. See, I'd built Graylink's internal database. Every client, every security key, every backup route. And I still had admin access. Not because I was planning revenge, but because Richard never listened when I told him to update the encryption. Big mistake. 3 weeks later, I got a call from a friend still inside the company. He whispered, "Ethan, they're using your old code, but Dylan changed the encryption key. The system's glitching bad." That's when the idea hit me. Not to destroy them, but to make them pay. The clean, legal way. So I built a new system, a better one, and I sold it to their biggest competitor. The competitor, Stratcore Technologies, offered me double the salary and full creative control. Within 6 months, our new software started replacing Graylink's contracts one by one. Clients switched over, investors followed, then the real hit came, a government audit. Because Dylan had borrowed some of my original code, the same code I'd licensed exclusively to Stratcore. Graylink was now in violation of multiple federal clauses. And guess whose name was on every unauthorized access log? Richard's nephew. When the story broke, the headline read, "Graylink Systems under investigation for data misuse. CEO steps down." Richard was forced to resign. Dylan, he got banned from government work for life. And me? I became the director of technology at Stratcore. The same man they called replaceable now owned the patent that buried them. But I wasn't done. On my last day at Graylink, before I turned in my badge, I'd left a note inside the server. A line of code that would appear only once the system was fully shut down. 2 months after their collapse, I got a screenshot from a former coworker. It said, "Never underestimate the quiet ones." Revenge didn't make me rich. It didn't make me happy. But it gave me peace. Because sometimes the best way to destroy a man is to let him build his own downfall while you watch from the top.